All right. Welcome to volume day number 11. Today is a core day. So I have a plate, a 25-pound plate. If you don't have a plate, please do not worry about it. We're going to be doing weighted sit-ups and halos with it. So if you don't have a plate, grab a kettlebell or dumbbell. Either will work awesome. And then I also have a band for a full roll-up, a banded full roll-up, but I'll show you an alternative if you don't have a band. I also have a set of 5-pound dumbbells that we're going to be incorporating, if you so choose, into our skaters. You don't have to use them. All right, so let's go ahead and head to the back of the mat with your feet about just a teeny bit wider than hip width. Plant your hands on your shins, roll your shoulder blades back and down, open the chest, grab your core, take a deep inhale, and then exhale. Let the hands just kind of slide down, the whole body pull forward. Inhale, slide your arms up, push into the shins, slide your shoulder blades down, contract the core, exhale, drop. Again, inhale, rise up, push yourself forward, exhale, drop. See if you can get your hands onto the mat flat, and if you're not able to, you can walk your hands forward a little bit, or you can bend your knees. But what we're going to try to do is get some stretch through our hamstrings. Okay, so plant into those hands. If you need to bring something else onto the ground to lift the floor up to you, then feel free. Okay, so from here, I want you to bend your right knee, straighten it, then bend the left. Bend your right knee, straighten, bend the left. Good. Back and forth. We're just giving each hamstring a chance to get a little bit of focused stretch and pull. Not hold anything too long. Keep the core still active, holding steady. Good job. All right, and then plant into those hands, straighten both legs or bend if you need to, and we're going to walk ourselves forward into a plank position. Shoulders over the wrists, tighten up through the back. Pull your elbows to point back at your toes, so you're externally rotating your arms. Grab deep into the core, lift the hips, tuck the tailbone, flex the glutes, and then open your knees out wide and sit back into your child's pose. Reach your arms nice and far forward. You can kind of shift the hips left and right, reaching forward through the arms. Perfect. Okay, bring your left leg forward, keeping your right knee on the ground behind you. Set your heel right underneath your knee, and then bring your arms up, and we're going to twist over the left leg, getting a little stretch through the back hip flexor. 4, 5, try to rotate from your mid back. 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then switch and go the other direction. From here, we'll get going on our set. 3, 4. Last time that we had our core day, we hit a little bit more topical abs. Today, we really want to focus on the deep interior muscles of the core, stabilizing, helping hold flexion and balance. Okay, so we're going to start off with our full roll-up using the band. If you don't have a band, as I said, all that you need to do is find something behind you that will give you some support, right? So you can grab the base of a bench or a post, or you can put weights on a chair, as I've done, for your band, or you can hold on to the leg of the chair. Something behind you, a heavy kettlebell you can hold on to, that would be totally fine also, to just give you a little bit of support. The nice thing about the band is it kind of goes a little bit next level, so it forces you to have to hold some more flexion and tension against that kind of unstable surface of the band. Slide your shoulder blades back and down, bring your legs up, grab deep into the core. So you want your low back, stay in contact with the ground, lower your legs slow. Again, slow, tuck them in, and then roll all the way up. That's 1. We're not going fast, we're only doing 10. Low back stays in contact with the ground. Tuck, push, and roll. There's 2. This one is actually a little bit better done if you hold a heavier band, just because it gives you a little bit more tension, if that makes sense. 4. See if you can shoot those hips up to where they're almost stacked on top of the shoulders. 5. You're grabbing deep flexion through your upper back, your trunk, your torso. Oh, scoop, scoop, scoop. Push. There's your 6. So make sure that your shoulder blades are still sliding down, packing in. 7. 8. Really get that mindset, that idea of scooping. 9. Roll slow, slow, slow. You're not letting your legs run away without you. Scoop. And 10. Perfect. All right. Let your knees drop to the left and then drop to the right. And then we're going to grab that plate. So we're going to do a jackknife or a weighted sit-up, basically. All right. We are going to add just a little twist at the top if that feels good for you. Slide your shoulder blades back and down. Hold the plate up in front. Again, we want to roll down. So a second ago, we had our leg lifts. Now we're doing an upper body lift. Bring your plate all the way behind, just like you do an overhead pull. Arms come back up, scoop the belly, bring your body all the way up, and then twist, keeping your weight as high as you can to the right. That's 1. Lower back and down, reach far overhead, your glutes stay relaxed. Scoop and twist to the left. Not fast, not going fast. You're keeping flexion. Hold on the core just like you would for a plank. We will be planking here in a bit. 3, we get to count each time we come up. Scoop. Push that low back into the ground. 4, scoop, scoop. Tuck it in. Hold strong through that abdomen. Reach behind. Tuck your chin. 5, and then remember, if anything doesn't work, just pare it back. Maybe hold your weight closer. Maybe don't hold a weight at all. Maybe stay down and do concentrated crunches if that's still what you're working for. If you're having trouble keeping the low back on the ground, tuck and twist. 1 more each side. Flex it in, twist, tuck, tuck, tuck. Hold that flexion. Feel like you're knitting your rectus abdominis together. Oh, and 10. Woo, good. All right. Coming on up. Take a couple twists. And we are going into our halo. So whatever it is that you are choosing to hold, go ahead and grab that. Foundation is key and important here. Toes straight ahead, tuck the pelvis. 1 elbow comes up and around, and then the other. We're going to go 10 each way. Again, we're trying not to rush anything. 3, you got it. 4, super big flexion through the deep interior muscles of the core. See if you can find your pelvic floor, your upper back, all those stabilizer muscles. 8, 9, as the arms go behind, and 10, make sure that you're not thrusting your hips forward. Stay super stacked, super stable. 3, feel the build. 5, 6, tighten, tuck. Keep that breath going. Doesn't seem like it's super high intensity, but if you're contracting, controlling, and flexing enough, it is. One more, all the way around, tuck, flex, and done. Tuck, when I say tuck, I kind of mean tuck your pelvis, right? Just pull it under just a little bit. Most of us have a tendency to have a little bit of an anterior tilt, so tucking it under. All right, coming up, here's where your weights are optional. We're going to do a skater. So you just lunge to the side, pull your other leg up. We're not going super fast because we want to use the core to support the balance. You can even punch. That puts that long line of tension a little bit further away from the body. You have to contract through the stabilizers more, or you can keep that elbow in tight. Flex and hold through that core. We're doing 30 each way, and I'm going to guess we're at 16, 17, 18. Tuck around that belly button. 21, 22. If you're wobbly, that's good. You have to grab everything, use that core, find those contractions. 7, 28, 29, 30. All right. Now we're in for a special treat. We are going to do a 6-minute plank, which everybody knew was coming if you read the description, I guess. Otherwise, surprise, surprise. All right, ready, set, and go. All right, elbows down. 2 minutes in our front plank. Find the deep muscles of the core, pelvic floor, glutes, thighs, your back. Remember, you're in charge of your flexions and your output of effort. You should have a long line of tension. Your shoulders should be pretty far forward. In fact, I'll just inch them up just a little more. Lift the hips a little more. Tuck the tailbone a little more. Keep the work in the abdomen and the core. If you're still building core strength and planking you haven't done very much of, as soon as you lose the focus in the abdomen, I'm going to have you go ahead and just take a break and then come back. And then over time, you'll see how you need less breaks, how you're able to keep the work more through the core and less in the shoulders and the back. All right, we have 30 seconds to go. Focus that breath. Find that flexion through the abdomen. Keep that tailbone tucked. Make sure you're not putting any pressure on the low back. Only 6 seconds to go. We're going to rotate to one arm. On the side, ready, and go. 30 seconds here, and then we're going to go back to the front. Stack your hips. I've been really noticing that my top hip likes to rock back, so I'm keeping a closer eye on that. I want to keep my pelvis there. I don't want to compensate. Definitely no cheating. Ready, set, back to the middle. Keep those shoulders forward. Keep that flexion and tightening. Flexed, flexed. Solid as a rock. Flex all you can, and then flex a little more. It's not supposed to be easy. That's not what we're going for. Turn to that first side again. As you get better at your planks, we're not looking for it to become easier. We're looking for it to become even more effective in building the core. Your self flexions are adding heat. Lock and load. 3, 2, and 1. Back to the middle. Oh, that left side, or whatever side you turn to. You're going to be feeling that heat up a lot more now. Find the heat. Where do you want to put it? Come on, you're here, so get all you can out of it. 4, 3, we're going to turn to our second side now. Turn. Stack up those hips. Open chest. Flex into your back to support the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, back to the middle. Especially as you exhale, see if you can find a little extra deep flexion. 10 seconds. And turn to that second side again. 1 minute to go for a total of 6 minutes. Come on, come on. Stack it up. Hold it tight. Ooh. 4, 3, 2, back to the middle. Stay with me. We've got it. Focus and flex. Halfway. Breathe in. Breathe out. Don't settle. Keep your flexions. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Good work. All right, get that stretch back. We have done traditionally our 6-minute plank at the beginning of a set. So definitely special getting it at the end. All right. Come up to your hands and knees. Go through a couple cat-cow. Inhale, open your chest, really activate, slide those shoulder blades down. Exhaling around. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. All right, we're back to the top. Back to our full roll-ups, complete butt-ups. We're going to have to really stay mindful and stay focused to keep the work in the core where it needs to be, making sure to not put any pressure in the low back. So stop and take breaks as you need them. It is not worth it if you don't get it done right. All right, already here, feel that flexion. Both legs come up. Tension on your band. Lower slow, and then bring them back and drive them up. Woo! Almost went all the way over there. So yeah, I'm not lowering as low this time, as deep, because I'm feeling my abdomen protrude and my low back lift. Not what I'm going for. I want to keep my scoop. I want to pull those rectus abdominis muscles together. 3. No rushing, no rushing. Not impressed if you're already done. You should be pacing with me, not ahead. 4. 5. Check in, keep that neck relaxed. 6. Finding that full push. Scoop. Oh, yeah. Press, press, press. Whew. Roll it down slow. 7. 8. Feel that low belly between pubic bone and belly button as you're scooping your legs, as you're pulling your legs up. This is it. 10. Make it count. And lower. All right. Okay, to our plate. Our plate set up with the twist. Remember, you can use whatever weight kind of works for you or no weight. You decide. Scoop again. We're scooping. Feel how the work is a little different this time. Coming from top to bottom, too far back. Instead of from bottom to top. Back. Tuck, flex, contract. Roll slow. So as the plate goes overhead, keep your low back in the ground and your glutes relaxed. 3. Or only at 3. 4. Find your work and stability coming through the back to support the weight of the plate. 5. 'Figure out how to get your breath going also, because as you exhale, you have better flexion of the deep muscles. 8. 9. Trying not to let my weight come too far forward to sit up. Oh. 10. Oh. Okay. Come on up. Get sweaty with all that held core. A lot of flexions. Okay, here we go for our halos. Pack the back, strong through the core. Up and around. Create that circle around your forehead, back of the head. Just like with our plank, we need lots of focus. 7. Big flexion. 8. 9. 10. Tighten under that rib cage. Back the other direction. Don't lose your pelvis. Don't lose your hips. 5. So you're getting lots of movement and rotation through those scapula. Nothing in your neck. 8, 9, 10. Whew. Good, good, good. All right, we're gonna get those skaters. Doing awesome. All right, jump it over. Focus that core. Your abdomen is what's pulling the knee up. Seventeen. Come on. 25, 6, 28, 29, 30. All right. Down onto your mat. Go through a couple cat-cows. And then we're going to do a half plank set. Inhale, open. Exhale and round. All right, hinge back, gear up. So 3 minutes total, I think. Depends on if we get all the way through. Yeah, let's hold our 1 minute front, and then we'll go 2 rounds, 30s each side. And go. Wrap all the way around. Try to find your obliques, even your low back flexion, pulling and flexing up through the lower abdomen. We're already 30 in. We have 30 to go here. Focus on your breathing. Make sure your shoulders are forward. Make sure the hips are in line with the shoulders. Make sure the core is supporting your pelvis. Tighten a little deeper. 3, 2, turn to one side. Keep that lift. Feel your oblique contract. Hold your flexions. Tighten through the front of the belly. Target that lower side oblique. Feel it flex. 5 seconds, and then we'll rotate. 2, 1, switch. You should feel strong through the core and back as you rotate. You're learning to move with your flexed core. That's how you keep from pulling things as you're moving through your day, doing just the normal thing. 10 seconds to go. You've got it. Lift up out of the chest, stack up those hips, find that oblique, and then turn. 30 seconds each side. So much easier without that middle. Find your stack. Learn how to connect with your body in space. Its alignment or misalignment. Figure it out. Sometimes maybe you'll feel discrepancies without knowing how to fix them. Switch. But a lot of times, just the awareness is the best place to start. Then you can ask someone to to help, get some advice, check in with me, whatever. But just learn to be aware of where your body is in space. Lengthen here. Are you collapsing or lengthening? And time. Perfect. All right. Well done, well done. Find your child's pose again. Reach those hips back, slide your shoulder blades down. Take a super deep inhale. Hold it at the top. And then open your mouth and exhale all the way out. Push into your hands, drive yourself forward. Flex your glutes. You can pick your knees up off the ground or keep your knees on the ground. You can open your feet a little wider if you feel pressure on your low back, but keep those glutes flexed. Push the chest between your biceps and then tuck your chin back. Take a deep inhale and hold it at the top. And then open your mouth, exhale. Push into your downward facing dog. Drive into your hands. Push your left heel into the ground and then wrap your right foot behind your left. You still need a gentle flexion through the core here. Switch your feet. Relax in the neck. Slide the shoulder blades down. Take your left foot and bring it forward. Lunge in. You can let your front knee extend over your toes a little bit if that feels good. And then we're going to drive back. Toes come up. Reach your chest toward the toes. Feel that hamstring. Pull the left hip back. I've actually had a lot of really good core soreness through this series so far. I hope that you are getting the same, even through unconventional means. I think all of those air jabs we did last week. All right, switch. And that arm series. I had to use a lot of core to keep those arms going, and I felt it the next day. So I hope that you're feeling that strength and build there as well. All right, hinge back, toes come up. Pull the chest toward your toes. You have a lot more of your day and life outside of these 30 minutes, so make sure that you're making choices and building habits that complement your hard work that you hit up in this time. Try to keep a positive outlook for it. Focus on all that you're gaining, all the positives, as opposed to feeling deprived or I can't have this anymore, can't do that anymore. Try to find the positives, how you feel, your energy. Enjoy the nourishing moments and foods you have. Hinge over those legs one more time. Plant your hands. What we started with. You might be surprised that you're a little looser. All right, everybody. As always, fantastic job. Thank you so much for going through it with me, and I'll see you tomorrow.